Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IndieZone here on YouTube. My name is Kathy. There has been some discussion in mainstream media and elsewhere that incorrectly, in my opinion, asserts that the trial in this matter is scheduled to occur August 11th, 2025, when in actuality the trial date is July 30th, 2025. That is when the trial in Idaho versus Kohberger is scheduled to begin. And the confirmation is in the redacted order governing further criminal proceedings and notice of trial that was rendered by Judge Stephen Hitler, October 9th, 2024. This is the pretrial and trial order, and it tells us any prior scheduling order is hereby vacated in large capital letters. And this is referencing the trial order that was entered by Judge John Judge prior to change of venue in September of 2024. So that prior scheduling order is vacated. It is null and void. This October 9th, 2024 order takes its place. It continues by stating the following schedule will govern the pre-trial matters outlined herein, and that starts on page 2 of this order, where the section that is entitled Motions begins. The trial in this case, the schedule for the trial, is located right here on page 1 under the section entitled A, voir dire and trial setting. It tells us here, jury questionnaires will be administered approximately, and this is redacted, 2025. This is the portion of where the style of the order states it is redacted. For some reason, the date that the jury questionnaires, and this is the questions that will help the two sides determine whether or not a potential member of the jury panel should be stricken or not. So the jury questionnaires will be administered approximately redacted in 2025. Next, voir dire shall commence July 30th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Voir dire is the process where both sides get up, they'll have their turns respectively, to question the potential jury members based on answers that are contained in that jury questionnaire and other matters. That is voir dire. That, in my opinion, is the start of the trial, because the trial cannot start without a jury. And Mr. Kohberger has a jury trial here. It's not a trial by judge. So the proceeding cannot commence, although it states in the next paragraph on August 11th, without that jury. The next paragraph says, the jury trial shall commence on August 11th, 2025 and run through November 7th, 2025, inclusive of the penalty phase if necessary. And what that means is that Mr. Kohberger, who is considered innocent of all 5 of the felonies that have been brought against him in the indictment, is considered innocent of all of those crimes until or unless he, number 1, pleads guilty, or number 2, is adjudicated guilty at this jury trial. What will really commence on August 11th, 2025 is the case in chief. Both sides will have an opportunity to make opening statements, and once that's done, regarding what the state is going to tell the jury the evidence will show and why Mr. Kohberger should be convicted, and then the defense will get up and say what the evidence will show and why Mr. Kohberger is innocent of these charges, is not guilty of these charges. After that happens, matters immediately go into the presentation of the state of Idaho's case. That is the first part of the proceedings. That is the case in chief. That is sometimes called the guilt phase. But again, the case in chief and the opening statements can't happen until that jury is selected. And that happens when voir dire occurs, which starts July 30th, 2025 at 9 a.m. If you would like to review this document, I have provided a link in the description to this presentation. And as always, I want to thank you so very much for your time and your attention.